Hey girls, welcome back to another video. Today I actually filmed this look right here and I did a really fun chit chat get ready with me. I answered a lot of like juicy questions that you girls had over on Instagram, and I also shared all my makeup favorites at the moment, so I hope you girls enjoy this video. Let's get ready for the day. I'm just going to start off with my skin prep, of course, and I'm going to go in with my go-to Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is actually the water cream, which is a lot lighter than the normal Magic Cream. So if you guys are like me and prefer a little bit of like a lightweight cream to prep your skin, then you're really going to like this. But I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have noticed, I'm actually in a different background than I usually am, because me and my sister just decided to do a little vacation last night and we stayed in the London hotel, which is actually so nice. So I'm just getting ready for the day, and yesterday I put up a Q&A box on my Instagram for you guys to ask me any questions that you want to know, because the other day I just realized I've never actually done like a chit chat get ready with me on YouTube, and personally I love watching the chit chat get ready with me. I feel like it's just a really nice way to see all like my current favorite makeup products and get to know me a little bit better, because there's quite a few of you here and I feel like it's a really nice way to get to know me better. So let's just get into all the questions. So the first question I got is, what is my favorite makeup or skincare product? And I feel like since I'm already like prepping my skin, this is a perfect time to answer this. So I'll definitely say right now it's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I feel like it's the perfect way to prep your skin, and honestly guys, if you want your makeup to look really nice, I feel like investing in your skin prep is the best thing you can do, because I can't believe there was a time that I used to put on makeup without like properly prepping my skin, and my makeup, she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. So I'd highly recommend like either this moisturizer for the new year or just a really good hydrating moisturizer. I know Nivea do like quite a few of them. And now I'm just going to put on some foundation, and this is my usual go-to Huda Beauty stick foundation. I love this stuff. And girls, if I don't mention what I'm wearing on my face, I'm going to have all the details to everything in the description box down below, along with all my shades, because I feel like that's going to be super helpful. When I put my question poll up on Instagram, you guys asked me a fair few questions, so I'm going to try to get through as much as I can. So the next question I got is, what would you tell your younger self if you could go back in time? And I actually really like this question, because I feel like I'll tell my younger self a few things. I honestly believe everything happens for a reason, and I feel like looking back now, there was a lot of cases when I was younger that I used to stress about certain things and worry about like the future and stuff like that. But I feel like God is honestly the best of planners. Once I actually absorbed that information, I felt like I just put everything in God's hands, hypothetically speaking, and I feel like that is such a stress reliever, because especially growing up, I think it's so easy to worry about like what career you're going to do in the future, and sometimes it could be super stressful trying to decide things to study and stuff like that. But girls, just do as much as you can and leave the rest to God, because life will just show itself. And I also believe that sometimes you could be praying a lot for something and it might not happen straight away, but God has even better plan for you. So that's a little something I'll tell myself, because I feel like that would have relieved a lot of stress from my younger self. And off the back of that, I got a lot of questions about what I studied at uni and how I started full-time influencing. Look at all the questions I got. I'm going to answer that next. So first, starting off with the uni question, I actually didn't go to uni and I just did an apprenticeship with an accounting firm, and that was really fun. But growing up for the longest time, I actually thought I was always going to go to uni. Like I always said it, I'm going to go to uni and I'm going to study medicine. So whenever I picked my courses in school, it was directed for me to study medicine at uni. So I did the biology, I did the maths, I did the additional maths, like I did everything thinking that I was going to study medicine at school. But genuinely, I feel like sometimes we can have a dream for ourselves, but there's such a better thing out there waiting for us. So once I picked all my courses to study medicine at uni, I decided at my last year of school, I actually didn't want to go to uni and study medicine. I decided that actually wasn't for me. I said to myself, I'm going to take a gap year, see what happens, and then within that gap year, I landed my apprenticeship at that accounting firm, and I stayed there for 3 years. I genuinely really enjoyed it. My team was super supportive, and even when I was applying for all these different like apprenticeships, I didn't realize the amount of choice that are out there for people that have just finished school, 18, and like are not sure of what they wanted to do. So I'm so happy that I landed that, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that and they feel kind of forced to just go to uni just to see what happens. But if you're in that stage in life right now, I would really recommend just taking a year out, seeing what happens, because you can always go to uni, you can always get a job. But I feel like you're young now, so this is the best time to like take risks and see what happens. Little break to set my face. But after I was at that firm for a good 3 years, and I think it was was just after quarantine and like COVID and everything, I just started posting on TikTok and I found it so fun. I remember every day after work I would just like film a TikTok, post it. It would be like a random like transition or a makeup video, but I feel like it was just like a really nice escape, and I've always loved doing makeup. So TikTok was pretty much a really fun place for me to like be creative every day and just post my little videos, my little makeup videos. And I slowly did the same for Instagram as well, but I also like my outfits. Like I love my modest outfits, and I remember growing up I used to go on Pinterest a lot to get like modest outfit inspiration and all that kind of stuff, and slowly I feel like I got a taste of like my own style, and I just wanted to show that. So I took my cute photos, posted them on Instagram, and I feel like for me it was a very like organic journey. So it's pretty much the more I posted, I saw a lot of other people like the content I was posting, and I was like, I feel like we have a thing going here. So that is pretty much how I started, and I feel like ever since, was it 2020 when I started posting on TikTok and Instagram, then we just made it here. And a few of you asked like what advice would I have for beginners, how to stay motivated and all that good stuff when you're starting content creating. And my two like main tips will honestly be, keep it fun. Like if you enjoy what you're doing, it comes a lot easier than something that you don't really enjoy, something that you don't want to do but you feel like you should be doing. So find a way to like enjoy what you're posting, what you're creating. And there's that cliche advice where it's like, just be you, but honestly that is literally the best advice we can give, because it's so much easier to be yourself and post videos than trying to be someone else, because you're gonna have to maintain being someone else. Like you don't want that, you don't want to do that. One of my favorite quotes in life is like, being yourself is your superpower because there's no one else like you. And just like take a moment, think about that and go forward. Lastly, I'll also just say be consistent, because I said when I was first starting out I was literally posting every single day, and it helped that I just found it so fun. I just want to post consistently, not even just for the sake of like the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, but also because the more you post the better you become, and the more you realize how you like your videos, how you like your photos and all that good stuff. So I feel like there's a lot of pros to like just being consistent with everything. Next, for a quick makeup question, someone asked what my favorite blush is, and right now at the moment it has to be this Vive one. Genuinely, she's been through the ringer because she's not looking cute right now, but it's this one by Vive, and I'm using the shade Malbec, I think is how you pronounce it. But a little bit of this actually goes such a long way, and I like using this as eyeshadow as well because I feel like it just helps with like that seamless effect. I feel like these next two questions link together. But someone asked what my favorite vacation was that I went on this year and the best 2023 memory, and the answer to this question is actually so easy for me because I would absolutely have to say it was South Korea. I feel like South Korea as a vacation was incredible, and I feel like I just created the best memories there. It was so nice to travel across the world and experience a different culture, meet new people. The people there was so nice, and I feel like I just created such cool memories there. Being able to travel the world is honestly such a beautiful experience, and I can only hope that next year we have a lot more in store. But yeah, I feel like South Korea was such an experience. Even Japan was such a really nice experience, but I really wish that we just stayed a little bit longer than 3 days because that was not enough. But as a year in general, alhamdulillah, I feel like 2023 has been so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful that I've got to experience so many amazing things. I've traveled a lot with my sisters and it created some amazing memories, and I'm just the type of person that believes like memories over anything else in life. Like memories are what you remember. Memories are just like thank you, it's so profound of me to say that, but memories are just like what makes you who you are. And I feel like I've done a lot of like self-development. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself this year as well, and I just know who I am, and I'm starting to like who I am. No, I love who I am actually. You guys should all say you love who you are, because you know that's actually quite sad. Off a little bit of a tangent is that we can easily love other people, express our love to other people, but sometimes we find it so hard to say to ourselves like I love you. Like look in the mirror and just say to yourself I love you, because you should. And if there's one person that's always going to be with you your whole life, it's yourself. So yeah, I'm just so grateful with like all the self-development I've done this year, all the things I've got to experience, all the trips, and even beyond that with like work stuff, all the amazing brands I've got to work with this year that have been a dream. And yeah, I'm grateful. For my eyes, I usually put on eyeliner, but I just decided to do a bit of mascara today, and I actually really like how that looks. I feel like that lengthened my lashes really nicely. A little zoom in moment. Now that I've zoomed in, I feel like this angle is a lot better than what I was initially filming on, so let's just continue with this. I feel like one of my frequently asked questions is if I'm married, if I'm planning on getting married, am I planning on dating? And I feel like I might as well just give the girls what they want, because you girls seem to ask that quite a lot. So I feel like firstly, I am not married. This feels so strange to talk about, but I feel like I'll just touch on it genuinely. We don't need to get in too deep. But at the moment, I'm not married and I'm not planning to get married anytime soon. So I feel like that answers you girls this question. And in regards to, am I planning on dating anytime soon? Right now, I'm so content with my own company. I feel like I know who I am so much, to the point that I feel like I'm open to it, but the person that I will get to know, I feel like, has to add to my life, because I'm so grateful I'm at the stage of my life where I know who I am, I know who my friends are. I feel like I have that part of my life sorted, where if I was to add someone into my life, it will have to like, they will have to like bring a lot, you know? I don't know how to say that in a nice way. So in saying that, I feel like you girls know at this point, I'm a huge believer in like, whatever's meant to be will be, and I'm not rushing it, you know? Whenever it's meant to happen, it will happen, and in God's timing. Girls, there's so much more to life than just marriage. There's a whole world out there, and I'm just like happy to explore it, happy to continue going on my way. There's no need to put any pressure on that. So whenever it's meant to happen, it will happen. And last question, a few of you girls asked about my hijab story and where I buy my hijabs from. For my hijab story, I feel like it's really quick and easy, because I actually started wearing my hijab when I was really young, and I'm actually really grateful that my mum did that, because I feel like growing up, my whole identity was actually connected to my hijab. I just felt like me and my hijab were one growing up, and I also realized I was really fortunate growing up, because where I grew up and the school that I went to, there was actually a lot of like hijabis and Muslim girls. Let me just quickly spray my face. But as I was saying, I feel like growing up, it was really nice to also like grow up with sisters, older sisters that wore the hijab as well. So I feel like that made it a lot easier. But as a whole, I grew up wearing it very young. And as to where I buy my hijabs from, I buy them from a few different places. Like for my jersey hijabs that I'm not wearing now, I'm wearing a chiffon hijab right now. But my jersey hijabs, I love buying it from Linziada. And my chiffon hijab, I have a few places that I like. And I'm going to also link it in the description box as well, because some of the companies I can't pronounce. So I'm not gonna like try and force myself to pronounce it. But this is the final makeup look. But if you girls have continued watching up to this point, I have a little surprise for you. I just thought as a really nice way to celebrate hitting 50k subscribers here on YouTube, and a nice way to start the new year, I'll be doing a giveaway to 3 winners, where you guys will tell me one product that you really want to try for 2024. It could be a makeup product, a skincare product that you've been meaning to try. Comment whatever that product is down below along with your Instagram, and I'll be surprising 3 of you guys with that product for the new year, and just hopefully like starting the new year strong with a really nice like makeup or skincare game. And if you girls are unsure of like what products to pick, what products you want to try, all the products I use today are honestly my go-tos. They look incredible, and I'm going to include all the details in the description box so you guys can add like the details to your comments. But I just wanted to say thank you girls so much for all your support over the past year. I genuinely really appreciate you girls, and you girls mean so much to me. This is going to be the first giveaway of many more in the future, inshallah. So good luck. I'm going to include the details of how to enter in the description box as well, and I'll see you next week.